Oh, it's a videos. Good morning and welcome to day 170 northbound on the Appalachian Trail. We had an absolutely wonderful time with Joni and Tim Ingram in their lovely home in Rangeley. It was so fun. And we had a lovely dinner last night. Joni cooked some chicken and rice and green beans. So fun. They even played some cribbage. Anyway, we just got dropped off from Tim on Route 4 and we are heading northbound, of course, on the Appalachian Trail. Today, we are scheduled to do 11 miles, which doesn't sound like a lot. However, we are climbing Saddleback Mountain, 4,000 footer, the Horn, which I also believe is a 4,000 footer, and Saddleback Junior, which I don't believe is a 4,000 footer. But we are planning to climb all three of them. If we are done, feeling done, before we get to Saddleback Junior, we have a bailout at 8 miles. There is a campsite there. We can hunker down for the night if we feel like we've had enough. Or we can push on to, which we're planning to do, to a shelter, which is something pond shelter. I can't remember it right now. 11 miles away. So that's what we're pushing for. It's an absolutely beautiful day. And I get giddy when I say that because today we have a lot of exposure up above tree line. Saddleback is one of those mountains that is exposed way above tree line. So we might even take our sunglasses out. Wow. Anyway, excited to be here, excited to be climbing. We have full heavy packs. We did resupply in Rangeley. So that's the story today. All right, I'll keep you posted on some beautiful views, God willing, when we get closer to the top. And hope you're all having a great Saturday and that you're doing something fun outside if the weather is good where you are. All right, take care. Beautiful. We've been hiking almost about 2 miles, almost 3, and we come upon this beautiful mountain lake, pond, whatever it is. Gorgeous. So nice. And I just bumped into, who's also a thru hiker, going Nobo, Price Tag, who you have seen in my much earlier videos. Price Tag is a young man. I can't remember where he's from, but he's Nobo, and the last time I saw him was in the Shenandoahs. He's looking great, he's feeling strong, and he asked me 3 questions. How am I? Was the first question. The second question was, where's Micah? Because Micah was a little bit up ahead by Rage and Smack Dad. And the third question he asked me was, are you still putting peanut butter in your ramen noodles? And the answer was yes, I am still doing that. It's funny that he remembered it. Anyway, we may wind up at the same shelter, so I will interview him again if I get to see him again. But nice young man. And he's doing great, heading north, just like me. You always know when you're close to the summit because the sky meets the trees and you start to see little areas where sun is coming through when you're in the forest. So we are very close to the summit. So excited to be on the summit of Saddleback on such a beautiful day. Can't wait to get there. Almost at the summit. Just following the cairns on our way up, and we'll be there momentarily. But as you can see, we've got a beautiful view today. We're going. Another 4,000 footer. And there's Micah. girl, waving. Okay, so we're not quite at the summit yet, but I just wanted to point out that what you see in the way distance are the whites. We walked from there. There's Mount Jackson back there, Mount Lafayette, Mount Kinsman, Mount Adams. They're all back there. And we came from there. Holy smokes. This is the true summit of Rangeley. Where we were standing before was just sort of a false summit, but we are approaching the true summit right now, and it's beautiful. It's 65 degrees. There's a good breeze up here, cooling us off. I think we're going to stop here and have lunch, take a few pictures, and then continue on. What a hike. It's been beautiful. We are going to have lunch on the summit of Rangeley. Look at this. Unbelievable.
Going to the gym every day or doing 8 to 10 hours of cardio?
So we're coming off the summit of Saddleback right now, and that's where we're headed. That's the Horn, and then you'll see the little dip, and then after that is Saddleback Junior, and then where we're camping is somewhere behind there. So that's where we're headed today. 10 miles, 11 miles. Yeah, so right there is the Saddleback ski area. And we have, Gabriel and Oliver have skied there, and Oliver grew up skiing there. There's the ski area. Cool. All right, I gotta get down. And that is the summit of Saddleback, where we just came from. We just hiked down. It was precarious in some spots, but it wasn't too bad. A little muddy too at the bottom. And now we're heading towards the Horn, the summit of the Horn. We should be there, I think, pretty soon. Okay, we're on the summit of Horn Mountain, 4,041 feet. There's Rangeley Lake down there. There's the Rangeley ski area, and there's Saddleback. And all the white mountains are in the back, south. You can see them very faintly in the distance, and then 360 degrees. Look at that. Unbelievable. And then we're heading to Saddleback Junior is next, which I believe is that mountain there, but I'm not sure. I'll tell you. Okay, so that mountain right there with the tower, I don't know if you can see it, that's Sugarloaf, big ski area in Maine. And that one with all the granite is Mount Abraham. And we're heading to Saddleback. We're on the summit of Saddleback Junior, and way back there is Saddleback, which we climbed, and then right there is the Horn, and we're standing on top of Saddleback Junior. Okay. Right there. Yes. And there's Rage. Yeah.
Smile.
And there's Smack Dad. I'm standing on Saddleback Junior, and there's Sugarloaf right there with the tower. And there's Mount Abraham with all the granite.
Nice where I'm going down.
Yeah, me too. The view up here is just amazing. All right, we have 1.4 miles to get to the shelter. All right, we made it to the shelter, and there's Pace, and there's Rage, and Penobscot. And we know where Penobscot is from, the beautiful Penobscot Peninsula of Maine. I've been there, it's beautiful. Very, very fortunate to live there. Anyway, here's the shelter.
Smart, not fortunate.
What's that?
Smart.
Smart, yeah.
You're going to tent?
Yeah.
You sure?
And there's plenty of places to tent. Okay. And we're gonna look around and find a nice spot.
You sure, Sparrow?
We did 11 miles today, and it was awesome. So this is my home for the night. Just set up my tent in this little nice spot here. There's the creek right there, which is the water source, and I'll grab it upstream because that's always healthier. And Mike has already taken a nap. Snapdad is set up over there. Rage, as usual, wants to sleep in the shelter, so she's going to do that. And And yeah, my clothes are hanging there, and I'm gonna make some dinner in a few minutes. It's been a great day. We summited Saddleback, Horn, and Saddleback Junior, and we did 11 miles, and that was plenty to get here. And tomorrow, I think we have 14 planned, so we'll see. But yeah, it's been a great hike today, and loved every minute of it, and the weather was perfect. A little chilly tonight, so I've got my puffy on, and yeah, I'll be making dinner and then just kind of hunkering down. Hope everybody's had a wonderful Saturday. Oh, there goes my fly. Oh, and I also wanted to show you that when I came down the Mahoosic Notch, the poles of my tent, and my tent was all folded up inside my pack, and the poles actually pushed through as I slid down part of the Mahoosic Notch with my pack on, and created a hole in my fly. We had terrible rain the other night, and my husband used to work for a company called 475, and they do high performance building supplies. As you know, my husband's an architect. And so he gave me some of his waterproof tape, which they use to tape buildings to keep them insulated. And it worked perfectly. There were 3 holes in my fly, and it poured the other night, and I was completely dry. There were no leaks. So thank you 475 for this great product, and thank you Oliver for the tape.